We are live. Welcome to the Dream Team Hangout. My name is Carly J, and let me mute my phone. Sorry. I have been in internet marketing for about 25 plus years, and I absolutely am loving DS Domination, having an absolute blast. I'm going to introduce some awesome people to you today. And we are going to start with Dan.
Hello.
Move to the side a little bit. You're cut off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm Dan. I've been with DSD since November. And it was kind of a slow start for me until I started getting going once my limits were increased. It seems like every time I've gotten a limit increase, I've had more and more success. And then
okay, we lost video. Where'd he go?
Sorry.
Okay.
And then things really started taking off for me once Genesis was launched. I've kind of dived into that and had some success there. About a week and a half after it was launched, I was able to buy out a beauty supply store, and there's about $26,000 in profit, and I was able to get it for $5,600. So I net about between 20 and 21.
Not until I'm done.
So that's pretty much what I've got going on. And then I've just been buying stuff from liquidators and everything within, the training. And my philosophy is the more I get up there, the more opportunities I have to sell it. So that's where I'm at.
Awesome. That picture thing gets me every time. So, what's your background, Dan?
I've been a real estate appraiser for the last 12 years, so I'm a little tired of dealing with the government regulations and banks. So, hoping to do this full time in the near future.
Okay, awesome. Don, you want to go next?
Just a second. Go to the next person.
Hi, Judy. You want to go next?
I don't know. I'm sitting here messing with my computer, and all I can see is myself, and it's not really what I want to see. But hi, everyone. I hope that I'm not the only one you can see, but
I can see you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be the only one you can see. I joined DSD last December. Once again, had a slow start because I was just working this part-time. I let my...
Oops. Okay, we lost.
Oh, my God. I just...
There you are. We got you back.
I had to jump in, too. And so it's just... been gung-ho since then.
And where is your background from, Judy?
My background, I'm an accountant. I'm a CPA, and but I have sold financial products and mortgage products in the past. Been successful, but economy downturns left me looking big time.
Yeah.
Left me unemployed, and left me without retirement, and DSD is my retirement plan.
Awesome. I love to hear that. What can you tell me what you like most about DS Domination?
The thing that I really like most about DS Domination is the fact that so many people are making money without having to recruit anyone. I was in an MLM before this, and the only way to make money was to recruit. You can make money with DSD recruiting. However, it's just a joy to share this opportunity with others. I can make my money selling on eBay and Amazon. I don't have to make my money recruiting. But I love to teach, and I love giving others an opportunity, and that's what DSD does.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Don, are you ready?
Yes. Sorry. I had to make sure the house was nice and quiet before I got to do anything. Let's see. DSD, I started from day one. I've been doing DSD, all the modules from Pro, Elite, Unleashed, and Monopoly since day one. I got started in this, and I basically just went in and did the training. I followed the steps. I was told to list 5 in each one of the categories, and it just took off. It went crazy. The more people that got into it, the more I liked it. DSD allowed me to use eBay like an ATM. That's what it's like to me, is an ATM. I like going and doing coaching of people now. I've been coaching and helping people follow the system. Basically, if they follow the system, they'll make money. And these people that I've been helping have tried to reinvent the wheel. And the wheel does not need to be reinvented. It just needs to be followed. So at each level, I've been helping them out and finding out where they're making their mistakes and just pointing it out to them. Helping them out, to me, is sort of like a teacher, a coach. You're just pushing it along, point out the pointers. They find out what they're doing, and now they're making money. And I like that, to help. That feeling of helping another person be able to make money is great to me. Now, as far as DSD goes, with the new Genesis, I'm in basically just waiting on my product to come in from China, waiting to see what it looks like before I ship it off to FBA, to Amazon. So it's just a process. I just wait and try to help out as many people as possible.
That's got to be exciting.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Bob, you want to chime in here?
Sure. I've been with DS Domination since January. I got off to a pretty good start. I had been in network marketing and for the last 4 years. And I sold probably like 50 items, and I was following the training and things like that. And then in June, I hit like a wall, and I couldn't understand, like nothing was selling. And I guess this leads into what I really love about DS Domination and this team is, in my effort to figure out what was going on, I turned to a lot of different leaders who, helped me without, unconditionally, no agenda, supported me, and they knew where my disconnect was, even though I wasn't hearing them. And when I finally heard them and realized that it was because I was overthinking things, because I was so focused on the results of selling, because when you need money, you're focused on making money and not the process of DS Domination. And when I had that aha moment, which was about a week or so ago, I've now, in the first, 7 days of this month, more than doubled my sales from all of June, because I stopped focusing on, actually I literally spent a Saturday afternoon with some techniques that I know, tapping and things, rewiring my brain so that I wasn't focused on the sales anymore and focused on the process. And it's so much fun, and it's it's just been, the whole thing's been life-changing. But the last week and a half, when I finally had that aha moment, and and I think what I took away from it was how unbelievable this team is, because, as I said, so many different people helped me, and there was no agenda. They always encouraged me, but didn't mince words on where they thought I needed to improve. And I wasn't doing anything wrong. It was my mindset, and to be involved with a group of people that's growing, and leaders like that is just, I feel like I'm home. Like, this is a family, and that's what I really take away from it, because we all support each other, and I do the same, and as far as sharing my experiences, and it's just an unbelievable company, unbelievable people, an unbelievable system, and I am blessed, grateful, fortunate to be here, and I'm just gonna rock it out and keep working and listening and doing all the stuff I need to do.
That is awesome, Bob. I mean, to be honest, I am so proud of you. I have watched you in the past 2 weeks just totally take charge and just go for it. And that is so awesome to me, to watch you blossom like that.
Thanks. It was, I finally heard you. and a bunch of other people were telling me the same thing in different ways. And it just, sometimes
you got to hear it a few times.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was so focused on the sales, and that's, for somebody coming in to this business, and it's like anything else. You have to focus on the process and doing what you need to do, and kind of let the universe take care of the results, because we can't control whether somebody's going to buy anything or not. What we can control is how many things we put out there, and give them the best listing and title. And that's, once that happened, it was like, oh, I get it now.
And that's our training.
Right.
That
Exactly.
is truly following our training. And as long as you stick to it and don't overthink it, you will have success. And that, our company they do everything in their power so that we have success. And they're not satisfied with the typical results of online marketing as far as success. They just keep on at it so that everyone has success, and you set your goals and you work towards those goals. This company just will do everything in its power to help you achieve those goals.
And it's like they give us the Lamborghini, they fill it with gas, they give us the key.
Yep.
All we have to do is just turn it on and drive it. I mean, it's unbelievable. The other thing that I realize is you have to take the emotion out of it for people that might be struggling. That's what I found. And it's kind of like what Judy said from the training. You realize you can't be emotional about it, and just keep it simple. And there's no way you can't succeed if you just do what you're supposed to do.
That is awesome. Dan, I wanted to ask you, as far as the leadership goes in this team, what are the most benefits that you've received?
For me, it's no matter who your sponsor is, the group on Facebook, whether you can reach out to anybody. about anything. They might not respond within, a minute or two, but they will definitely respond in a timely manner, and they'll spend as much time on something as you need. And they won't ever, in my experience, they don't ever compromise or say that they don't have time. The other thing is the training in our team site is out of this world. I mean, I've never seen anything remotely even close to that. It's free, and that blows my mind. I mean, I'm still wrapping my head around it. I mean, I'm used to, whether it's career or really anything, everyone's got an agenda and everyone's trying to get there, and if they got to step on someone, they will. This is nothing remotely close to that. So that's my experience, and that's what I take from it.
Okay, Dawn, you want to chime in on that one?
Well, what I like about it is the training is just what it is. It's training. You follow it, you'll succeed, because it is a proven system by leaders of this team that you see up in front on stage at the last event. They tested the system, they worked the system, they've given it to you for free.
Right.
So if you're using the system and you're using Ds Domination System, there's no reason for you not to succeed.
Right.
And then now you're backed by people that are like family members now, where you could go in with a person that has, just elite, and you could talk to that person and say, hey, this is what is going on, and this is the best way to plug in to the team by you going in and watching the elite webinar. Just go in and watch it, and if you don't remember what's going on, go back in and watch your modules over again. And by doing that, then you're on the same page as the person talking to you. Because if it sounds new to you the first time, it probably is. You didn't watch it. So go in and watch it. And you could watch the same thing over and over again and hear different things every single time.
Right.
And it just makes your listings that much better.
That is so
Just watch them. And when you get done, do a listing. And be with somebody that you trust, and go and look at a listing with somebody. You can blur your ID out and just talk to them and say, hey, what do you think I'm doing wrong with this? You can mock up a fake one. It doesn't really matter. Right. What you need to do is find out what you are overanalyzing or what common mistake you're making.
Right.
Because the team points it out to you, the training points it out to you from Ds Domination. So by doing that, just look at somebody that'll help you. And most people will help you. I know I am one of the biggest helpers I could possibly do. I know Carly's a big helper. So just go out there and ask these people. They have time, and they will if they have time.
Right.
Help out another person. It takes 5 minutes.
Right.
It's worth it to a team member.
Right. Investing 5 minutes into someone that's having trouble that turns into success, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me.
Very much so.
Between Skype, Facebook messages, text, and email, I mean, it's really easy to do.
I can vouch for that because I reached out to a number of people. I mean, at least 4, 5, 6, and every one of them the same thing. I mean, just was willing to help, followed up, answer questions, exactly what Don said. And they had, most of them had no idea who I was when I first, messaged them. I mean, they had no clue. But, I realized when I first started, you don't have to be afraid to reach out to people.
Right.
Judy's been a big part of my success so far with Genesis. I've probably asked her some questions 3 times.
Judy and Carly helped me through that, like, incredibly. Some other people, but they're on here and they've been amazing.
But that's what I have found is the entire makeup of the whole dream team.
Right.
Is that we are the team that is going to help all of our team members. And that's what attracted me most to the team. There's other teams out there promoting DSD, and a lot of them are having success, but when it comes to actually getting help from your teammates, I've got to hand it to the dream team. It's just an awesome family, and we treat it as a family. So
Definitely.
Totally agree. You know, I'd like to touch base on something that, you know, I spent 3 years in network marketing. I'm not going to mention any names. Everybody knows. And the difference that I found as far as leadership and support, in my previous company, you know, you reach out to a leader and ask questions, and the first comment you would get back, contact your sponsor. And what was absolutely amazing whenever I joined Ds Domination with the Dream Team is I reached out to Kenya Alou the day after I signed up, and she was quick to respond. She's always been there for me. If I need help, she points me in the right direction, and that is true leadership. You know, I understand that there's a lot of people, including myself, that get lots and lots of messages daily. But for me personally, you know, I try to get to them, you know, around different things. So, but I always do get to them. So, and if a lot of people ask me like the same question, I just do a video. So it answers a lot of questions. You know what I mean? So it's a really huge difference going from network marketing to the Dream Team. I mean, just absolutely huge. And for somebody that's been in internet marketing for so long and doing different stuff on the internet, you know, blogging and different kind of stuff like that, when I logged into the Dream Team website for the first time, my mouse just dropped to the floor. I'm not even kidding. I was like, they're giving this away? You know, I was like, holy cow. Now, the biggest thing for me personally, I never really got into the YouTube marketing. You know, I did my videos in the previous company, but I never really went as far as ranking them or anything like that. Well, I have become a YouTube junkie.
I think we all have.
I know. So being able to take a video and rank on the front page of YouTube is just absolutely insane. The monetary value alone to that is huge for me. But it's not just the YouTube training. I mean, there's all kinds of social media training. There's all kinds of, you know, Craigslist, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, you name it. And
offline marketing
yeah,
that they train us on as well.
And what people need to realize is we have all put the training together. The whole team has put the training together, and all the leaders put that in there. They did all in their personal time. They did not get anything out of it. And what does that tell you? That to me, that tells me that the only thing that they are worried about is your success.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what I have to say about the Dream Team, and I just love all you guys so much.
We love you too, Carly. Honestly, we know how much you put into helping others, and it's appreciated.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, I can do a video and put on my blog, and I get comments, and that's all I need. That's it for me. It helps somebody, even if it only helps. Oh, even if one video helps one person, that's all that matters.
Hey, Carly, I wanted to tie on what you said about network marketing, which I think one of the unbelievable things about DS Domination is, you know, somebody joins another network marketing company, and we've all been through it, I'm sure, and how long does it take them to make money? Where with DS Domination, you can start for $20, watch the training, and 4 or 5 hours later, I mean, even if it's $3 profit, somebody can taste that success like immediately,
Right.
and that, you know, that keeps you coming back. Whereas other companies, you know, you have to sell a product or recruit somebody or whatever, and that's such a difference with people because, you know, to just start and be able to reap the rewards of your efforts almost immediately is, I don't know of another company that around here that's like that.
It is. It's huge because the biggest difference I have seen since joining DS Domination is I'm not chasing anyone.
Right.
I'm not going through my warm list. I'm not, you know, trying to be best friends with somebody. So please buy my product. You know.
Worried about volume.
They're coming to me. People are asking me what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm not searching for them. They're searching for me. So what that's telling me is what I'm doing and what I'm sharing is quality.
Right.
So.
And just a shout out to you because I kind of what Judy said is, for those people that don't know or aren't aware, Carly has some training on the Facebook group, which she gives to us for free, and it is unbelievable on DS Domination and blogging. And that's, but you know what? You don't have to do that, and you do, and it's so valuable. I mean, that's one of your videos is what helped, you know, get my mind right. And but there's so much value on there, and you know, that's what people do. I mean, just share so people can succeed, and you know, that's awesome for you to do, and it's most appreciated.
You know, it's funny, when I first did that video, eBay on steroids. You know, I had a handful of people that, you know, watched the video, and then I don't know what it was, when people started seeing other people getting results from changing the way they're doing things. I mean, we've got about 173 people on my blog right now. So at least I know that they're taking the initiative to learn and to succeed. That is the big story for me.
Well, the big story is they followed the training, and now they're following training from a team member.
Right.
And then they take and step out of another comfort zone, and they get out there and do the YouTube training, which is not as easy as people think because people are afraid to talk on the camera. So,
oh, I was terrified. Oh my God, you have no idea.
there is training to teach people how to do it.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is you need to sit there and realize that it's important. People need to see a lifelike person. It's not just you sending out an email to people.
Right.
And the big thing is if you're not sending out the emails, they can't come to your list. But if they see you in person, it's almost like the instant trust that's there.
Right.
So the big thing for most people is putting the internet together and meeting at events. We did that.
Yeah.
We met at events.
That was awesome.
Came together.
Yeah.
There was about 60 of us just there for the Dream Team.
Yeah.
Out of what, 1,500 people?
Yeah.
That's huge because most times with your internet you don't get to meet people.
Right.
Now if you met them, now they're really your family.
Totally
now,
agree.
They really are.
So for a lot of people, you need to understand. Doing that video, that person now knows who you are. Now you need to talk to them, call them,
right.
Get on the internet with them, do a live call with them. it works. The Dream Team has helped a lot of people get over this fear and start talking on the internet. The training allows you to do that as well. So follow the training, and if you're still afraid, there's offline. You could go out and put drop cards on cars and stuff like that. It works wonders. If you think about it, you're not really talking to anybody until you hand them your card. But if you put a card on their car and you hand it directly to the person, you just now started that process that you need to do on YouTube.
Right. Totally agree. I love YouTube. I can't even explain it.
It still boils down to the fact that we don't have to sell DS Domination. It is our privilege to share it.
Right.
And that's where I come from, is that I'm excited to share it with people.
Well, and anybody can do it. I mean, Travis is, 17 years old, entrepreneur, and we're all learning things from him. I mean, I guess graduating, or, I know he's supposed to be on, but he's an inspiration, and he's 17. I mean, because, like, he doesn't know anything. We've all been, like, through stuff. So he's just jumping in and doing it, and you watch him, and it's like, oh my God. And, you know, literally anybody can do this if they watch the training, believe in the training, believe in themselves, and just do it.
We have 17-year-olds. I'm pretty sure we have 70-year-olds.
Guaranteed.
And they are all
I have a personal
able to do
72.
this. So
With disabilities.
yeah. Oh, we've got some with huge disabilities.
Yeah.
And it is an opportunity to work from home, to truly make money, not just dream about making money, but to truly make money, and you can make good money, real good money. I was telling the group that I listed an item just this evening with over $100 profit, and it was just easy as can be.
That's awesome.
And you get paid immediately after a certain amount of time. You don't have to wait for a check. You don't have to wait for once a month. You don't have to wait for any. It's right there.
Yeah.
You sell it, and you have access to the money, like right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny because some people are like, well, how often do you get paid? I said, daily.
Exactly.
You know, so sometimes 5 times a day. So, yeah.
Well, there's a little equation that most people don't understand. They still have the employee mindset.
Right.
The equation that you need to look at is you're now the store. When you go into a store, you get paid immediately. So if you take that into consideration, the more items you have up, the more chances you are to sell them, which means when they buy it, they're paying you immediately. So you're the store.
Right.
And now, if you take that mindset and move it forward, you're going to want as many as some of these big department stores having items up, because you know that is straight income coming to you.
Right.
And the cool thing is, it doesn't cost you to list them.
Nope.
Nope. Zero.
So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you know, the thing that I want people to realize also is, you know, I was like, well, I don't know how to do that. I've never done it. And I said, let me tell you a little story. Okay? My husband is a truck driver. He spends about 14 to 18 hours in a truck. Okay? I had been doing it for about 2 months when I actually told him what I was doing. I was waiting until I made some money before I told him about it. You know, not another one of those things. So, you know, he went through the training. You know, he probably spends, I don't know, 5 hours a week. And he's been in, what, 3 months, and he's made close to about $600 profit
A month or total?
total.
That's still good.
Yeah,
Great.
That's still $30.
got about 50 listings up.
Yeah.
Now, understand that I made the mistake in the beginning. I was very nervous about posting stuff because I wasn't sure if I would have the money to buy it. You know what I mean? So I was in PayPal jail, which, you know, I'm almost out. But the point is I had 10 listings up my first week. I sold a couple items. I posted another 5 the next week. I sold a couple more items. So I got to the point, I said, you know what? I said, I'm doing it.
Go for it.
I just maxed out everything, and I'm telling you, once I started maxing out, they kept upping my limit, and it's been great.
You maxed out listings, you should tell people.
Yes, I did max out listings.
Well, that's what happened with me when I had my aha moment, and I had like 34 items listed, and as of now I have 97. So, and I'll reach 100 before I go to sleep tonight.
Uh-huh.
But that's what it is.
98 listings.
It's such a simple thing. I mean, it's just list products, search, list, and the other thing is that I found out, which I didn't believe, but I should have, is anything will sell. I came, like Roger says on the training, you title it right, and anything will sell. Because I came across something, I'm like, this will never sell. But I said, you know what? I did a little research, titled it right, and it sold in like 3 days. And right then I said, you know what? You can sell anything if you follow the training and title it. There's nothing is, you know, within reason is, you know.
You know, the thing with me is when I would be doing, I did all the training, and so I'd be researching items to list, and I had a tendency of skipping items I didn't like.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I did that for a month.
I did that for about 3 weeks, and then I was like, wait a minute, I just saw that last week. It sold.
Right.
You know,
Everything I think doesn't sell sells. Everything I think sells doesn't.
Yeah. And it was a whole mindset thing. You know, you have to get out of your own way.
Right.
So,
Big
something
thing
that
is
I
just
don't like
because
and I
you don't
never use, I'll list it anyway now.
That's taking the emotion out of it and not forget your feelings. And if somebody else sold it, then there's no reason that you can't sell it with the billions of people that are shopping.
Right, exactly. Now, you know, when I first found out about Ds Domination, I was out of all network marketing for about 3 months. And so I was getting inundated with all the new opportunity messages. You know, so, you know, everybody's pitching their opportunity, and, you know, my friend says, you've got to check this out. And I'm like, okay, how much? And she was like, $19.95. I said, $2,000? Are you nuts? You know, because you say $19.95 to somebody who's been in network marketing, you're thinking $2,000.
Right.
So, you know, and she's like, no, $20. I said, okay, what's the catch? You know, I mean, because it honestly to me sounded like it was too good to be true. You know. So after I watched, you know, the introduction video, I was like, oh my God, that could work. So, yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, people have skepticism, but what I want you to understand is this is real. It is beyond real. It works daily. If you work hard at it, it will pay off. Plain and simple.
Well, I was getting emails, make money on eBay, make money on eBay. I'm like, whose list was I on? And I never opened the emails. And one afternoon, and I do a lot of EFT or tapping, and there was this, I was watching a video called Tapping for $50,000. And so I went through that, and it's, you know, I'm open to 50,000. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. And then, like 4 hours later, that email came through. And for some reason, I opened it because of, you know, what I had done earlier in the afternoon. And I read it, and I'm like, just no way. And I called the guy that sent me the email and talked to him a little bit, and then that was a Tuesday night, so I watched the webinar, and saw what was going on, and I'm like, this is like, how could I have not opened these emails like 5 weeks ago? I mean, it was just, and I said, you know, that was how I was getting my $50,000 was, you know, that's what was sent to me because nobody was sending me a check or dropping money in my lap.
Really?
But it's the same thing. It's like, you know, you think it's something, and then you realize it's life-changing.
It really is. I didn't have the eBay app when I started. Okay, so I started seeing the stuff about the eBay app. So I installed the eBay app, and I was actually taking a trip about 6 hours away. And I just love telling the story because I can't even explain how it made me feel. I was up in the mountains, in the Arizona mountains, and you know, you go out of cell service, and the radio stops working, and you got to talk to your teenager, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, we're driving, and all of a sudden, I heard a cash register noise. I look at my daughter. I said, "What the hell was that?" She's like, "Well, I don't know, man. It was the radio." And so the radio didn't work, so I already knew. So I said, "Give me my phone." So I look at my phone. I was like, "Holy crap! I sold something." You know, and I swear, every single time, that excitement is like every single sale.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's not work. It's fun.
That's right. What the big thing is that cha-ching, when you start dealing with younger kids, they don't know what the cha-ching means. Because they've never, you know, they've never seen one of the cash registers.
Right.
And one of the kids that recently heard my phone go off, it was in my pocket and I was working. He heard it and he goes, "What was that?" I said, "Oh, just a ringtone that I have that just allows me to know that I'm making money."
Oh, that's awesome.
And he goes, "How do you make money with a ringtone?" And I showed him. And believe it or not, he says, "I'm not old enough to do that." I said, "Well, you got to be 18, but you know, you could always talk to your mom and dad. They could always help you." So I know for a fact he's bugging his mom and dad to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's still in school.
Yeah.
But I told him, you get permission, you go through your mom and dad. That's the best way to do it. Have them instruct you how to do it. If they don't believe you, then you got to find a way for yourself by getting older.
Exactly.
And I said, that's the key.
Yeah.
I said, this thing is making me money just by going to Ching, and it's basically saving me from doing extra overtime every week. And that's what people don't understand. Overtime is just basically telling you you're spending more time away from your family. By doing this, you spend more time with your family. Right. You're able to go out and do things. You're able to, you know, afford the things that you would be wasting on overtime.
Right.
I like being with my family. My family is important to me.
Right.
So this is what I do.
You know, and that's what it's all about there. You know, over the weekend I went to a mud bog event locally, and you know, we're all having fun. Everybody's, you know, watching everything and taking videos, and it's real quiet. And then all of a sudden the phone goes off.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, "What was that?" I said, "That is money."
Yep.
So I had several people, you know, ask me about it, and so, you know, that's what I'm saying is it's either a noise or seeing a screenshot. People want to make money online. People want to have the freedom to go places with their family, to take them places, to spend that time. There are times where I'm just in the living room watching a movie with the family and my phone goes off. I'm like, you know, that took 5 minutes to list and I just made $60. Hey, that works for me. You know,
yeah.
It's just it's amazing. Go ahead.
Oh, I have a 17-year-old daughter who's starting college in the fall, and I've talked to her a little bit about this. And with my success the last week, she came in the other day and said, "What's the login information so I can start watching the training videos?" Because I said, you can literally be printing money from your dorm room,
Yeah.
you know, and and do whatever you want to do after, take your classes and sing and do everything you need to do, and you can just list items and build something for the rest of your life that will support. You'll never have to worry about money again. Over time. And I didn't even mention to her that when the other kids in the dorm see how she's making all this money and people start asking her how you doing it. I mean, I didn't even broach that part with her. But and then my 14-year-old son, is like, "Can you teach me?" So, like Dom was saying, it does bring people together, and it's because it's easy to talk about and it's easy to follow, and like you said, that cha-ching, there's magic in that.
Yeah, totally agree.
Speaking of that, cha-ching, during this webinar, cha-ching.
You just got one?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Yes.
You have to split the commission with us.
Oh. And that's the other thing. With this program, the money you make is your money. It doesn't go through the company. You don't have to wait for the payout. It's your money, and that's something totally different from the MLMs I've been involved in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's sweet.
So true. Anybody have anything to add?
Well, the big thing I need to add is by listening to our stories about what we've done with DS Domination and the Dream Team, you really do need to think about who you want to be with and a group of people that are willing to help you.
Yeah.
The big thing is you could go to other teams, or you could go to a team that you know right up front is willing to help you. No matter what level you're at, you're going to get help. There's someone on our team of, I think we got 2,200 people now, that has the level that you're at and has the time to spend with you to help you. All it takes is for you to put down a whopping $19.95 to help a person, which is yourself. When you start taking note that you're helping yourself, you just went and spent $19, you can go out and do 3 sales at the pro level, and you've already paid for that, depending on what you're selling.
Right.
I have a teammate that he is now just realized that he has made more money than what he does for his business in sales on a daily basis, just from selling the 3 items, or sorry, excuse me, 4 items this month in some of the stuff he has in his store. And we're talking a physical store. He's made more money on the items he listed than what he had in his store that he sold.
That's the power of DS Domination, right there.
Yes, and that power is you're using eBay as your funnel. You now have all these people looking at your store on eBay,
Right.
not a physical store that you have at a mall anymore.
With overhead.
With overhead. So your overhead is $19.95. I think everybody can afford $19.95.
Absolutely.
If you do the math on that, that's about 75 cents a day.
Yeah.
You can find 75 cents on the ground a day.
Or in the couch.
The other thing, I'm sorry, that is, I know we kind of touched on it, but the leader, not the Dream Team, but Roger and Hitesh and Kevin, who founded the company, and I mean, they're so dedicated to giving us the best products, the best tools, the best training, without once again, they don't have an agenda. They just want to provide their people with the best. And I mean, just this whole Genesis thing, and you know, we know Roger's running around, and they've all been through stuff, but they've all found a way to just continually be just dedicated to this company and dedicated to us, and there's a lot of great companies out there and great leaders and things like that, but it's just, you know, unbelievable how the three of them, I mean, just provide us with, I mean, I really, I'm at a loss for words because it's just unreal.
Yeah. Totally agree. They are awesome, for sure.
They are, and they share everything. I mean, they're so smart, and they know so much, and they don't hide anything. They just share, which only makes us better, and you know, that's why it's growing and growing and growing, and people are succeeding and succeeding and succeeding.
Very much so.
Anybody want to add anything before we close this thing down?
I'm all done.
Are we all done? Okay, so I want to thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. Get back with the person that sent you here, and we look forward to hearing about your success.
Definitely.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Carly.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.